Today we are going to be making tessellations from Lesson 3, System Symmetry. For this you're going to need scissors, tape, a pencil, markers, a 9x12 cardstock piece of paper, and a 3" by 3" cardstock paper. So to begin this, you're going to choose one of the sides. So I'm going to be doing this side. Choose a pattern. I'm just going to do something like this. So now that that's drawn, we're going to cut it out. Making sure that the corners are cut. All right, now that we have that cut out, you're just going to take that cut out piece, move it across, and it's going to go there. So you're going to take your tape and tape that into place. And that's going to be the start of our template. So because this is for 2nd grade, I would suggest doing no more than 2 sides. And I'm going to go ahead and tape the other side so it doesn't come off. So that's the start. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this top section now. Something similar to what I did before. And cut it out. And again, that's going to go across from where it was. So we're going to put it on this side and tape it again. Making sure to do the back. So now this is the template. So we're going to take this template side to side and bring out that 9x12 paper. So tessellation is basically a repetition of the shape, and it basically creates an illusion. So you're going to take your shape and you're going to place it in the corner and trace it, making sure that all of the corners are in their place. So at the end we'll have a very tight tessellation. So that will be the first one. So once the first one is done, you want to move it to the right, making sure that it touches that other edge like that, and trace again. And then we're going to move it over one more time. And because we are using a 3" by 3" template, and this is a 9" by 12" paper, you're going to be able to go 3 times across and 4 times down. Again, making sure that everything lines up. And it's okay if it goes off the paper a little bit. All right, so there's our first row. So now we're going to take it, go back to where we started right here, and move down, making sure again that we have a very tight fit. And trace. Moving to the right again, making sure everything's tight, and you can start to see where it's fitting like a puzzle piece. Trace. All right, now we're almost halfway done. Moving it to the right one more time, making sure everything's tight. And trace. Now we'll move it, start that next row, make sure to go back here, move it downward, make sure everything fits. And trace one more time. Moving over to the right again, lining up. You can fix anywhere that maybe you missed a little bit, and trace. Moving to the right. All right, now we're gonna go to the last row. And again, it's not gonna fit perfectly on the paper because it's a rectangle and this is not a rectangle. But again, I'm gonna trace and then move it to the right. Make sure everything lines up. Trace. And because we've already traced this and this, we won't have to do the last one because we have run out of paper. So now we're done with the template. We can put that to the side. And this is the start of your tessellation. So now we'll move on to color. This is where the markers come in. I would suggest choosing no more than 2 or 3 markers because we're gonna do an alternating pattern just to help that illusion. So I'm probably gonna do blue, red, green, and then alternating all the way down. And another thing that you can do once you're done coloring it in, you can ask the kids if they think their shape looks like an animal or something. So mine kind of looks like a face, so if I wanted to, I could add like an eyeball right here, anything like that, maybe like a smile. And then make sure to reiterate that each one needs to be identical in order for the tessellation to work. So since I put that here, I'm gonna make sure to put it over here on the next one. And because it's slightly off the paper, I wanna keep it matched up with the eye coming a little bit after that point. And I'm gonna do it again right here. And just continue to fill in all of them so they'll be identical. So now is the part where you're gonna add color. I'm gonna go ahead and outline just so I know where all the colors are gonna be. Kind of clean up. You can also choose to outline each one with a black Sharpie. I'm not gonna do that today. So now that I have this alternating pattern, I'm gonna go ahead and swap it so that there isn't the same color going all the way down. So we're gonna go ahead and do green. Switch to blue. And then back to red. Now, since we haven't done red, we're gonna go ahead and start with red on this one. And back to green. And back to blue. And since this is an alternating pattern, now we're going to go back to that first one. So blue is going to be the starting color again. Then red. So I just outlined it so I know where all the colors go. So at this point, I would then color each one in. And then after I color each one, I would outline the little face that I made, probably in black, and then make sure to also color these outside edges to complete the illusion. So I'm going to stop it right there. This is about what it would look like, since it's going to take me a really long time to color it in, but that is a tessellation. Here is the finished tessellation. Everything colored in, all of the faces done. So it should look something like this.